All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do rule well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Lord's will, this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bashem, El Shai, Baha, Rachakodash. All right. The Wadi Bashem Ashai for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, response, these people are not men of the Lord. All right. And I got this from the beloved brother, an elder from Hawaii. Let me share my screen right here. This video that was that the brother, all right, did the response to, okay, the elder was this camp, okay, right here, if you want to call them that. They're 70 MBY AOD, okay, and this is them, and they did a feast on Thanksgiving with pork, and they coined it Yahweh Shai's Day 2023, and even Hassad from Sakari, they did a video and rebuked them. Okay, so I just caught wind of this. All right, and this is the self-proclaimed elder who also has coined himself King David. Okay, and hey man, Jake is Jake is showing you, all right, in these last days why the Lord is going to judge him. Okay, Jake, these wicked Israelites are actually showing you why the Lord is going to bring judgment. And one thing I want to say is, we can't read these scriptures about Jake back then and not expect to see that same wickedness today. Okay, we can't look at Jake and say, damn, we were wicked back then, but not look at Jake today and say, oh, well, we're better now. Okay, in actuality, Jake seems to be worse here in Babylon. And I see why the Lord said, I hate your feast days. So let's start with that. Let me see right here. All right, let's go back. I was reading into the commentary as well. So let's go into this. This is Amos 5:21. It says, this is the Lord speaking, Yahweh. I hate and despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies, though ye offer burnt offerings and your meat offerings. So, all right, this is what Jake is doing right now, is they are offering to the Lord. All right, they're calling on the name, but they're offering abominations. Okay, Jake is truly offering abominations. All right, and in this video, they show you that they're eating swine. Okay, this guy right here, which the pig is completely unclean. All right, the pig is completely unclean. Okay, and it's a unclean carnivore. All right, or they call it an omnivore. Basically, it eats anything. All right, now it does eat grass, but it'll also eat humans, bodies, meat. And when you go into the quote unquote science of that, it's very unclean for you to consume them. Okay, and if the Spirit has it, I will go into it to prove that. But I really want to just focus on the fact. I mean, this guy looks crazy, man. Okay, you can see it. All right, but yeah, Jake is openly being a demon. All right, Jake is openly being a demon. I watched this video too, and he gave them all new names. They're wearing red and black. He gave them all new names, and the one guy in the thumbnail right here, his name is he changed his name to something Hamas. So it's just, you observe these things, you look at these things. All right, and this is real. Okay, this is really them. All right, now look at even this. I'm gonna go here. Pause that. This is him right here. All right. I'm going to go back to Amos, but I want to just show you the Spirit. Look, double honors King David. Okay. So, we're really in these times, man, where, look, see Jake, they'll take the artwork that beloved brothers make and they call on the name, but look at who they're feeding off of, or look at who they're feeding with. Okay. I myself, I've never seen this guy before, but he has a following, and Jake is calling him King David. So you're all finished, you know. All these Jakes are through. All right, Jake is finished, and we've been saying this in the spirit for quite some time. And you wonder why Great Millstone is disliked amongst all the Israelite camps, because Great Millstone is the only ones, you know, for the most part. Like I said, you know, the Sakari, they did a rebuke, which they can even go off too, you know. So it's like, man, you try to, you try to extend the hand, and, you know, Jake just continues to slap it away. So, you know, this guy, he's on his way out, you know, could see him doing a video in the hospital soon, especially with the food he's eating, but ultimately because of the judgment of the Lord. So let's read this again. I hate and despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You know, these unity camps, you got guys that get together, all right, and Jake, and come and eat, but your meat offerings are despised by the Lord. Your drink offerings and your assemblies are despised by Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. And I'm just curious, let's look what this word despise means. All right. The word, look, reject, refuse, rejected. Okay. So the abhorred. All right. Look, and ultimately it'll be melted away. Whew. So, hey, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is not playing. And, you know, I speak, you know, as my personal opinion. I believe that, you know, these Israelites are being pushed to showcase their wickedness for justified judgment. Okay. And I had a lesson title that I wanted to do, which really in the spirit, that's what this is coming from. But it was titled Justified Judgment on Jake. Okay. Justified judgment on Jake is coming, and they're openly showing you, you know, their sin. It says, though ye offer burnt offerings and your meat offerings, going back, this is the meat offering. Okay. The meat offering was swine. All right. Just give me a minute. Let me cancel this. I don't even want to hear this guy speak. Yeah. Let me go back. Where is it? Damn, Jake. Jake is wicked. All right. Right here. Okay. So click this. Go like this. There you go. Okay. Guy said he's bragging about how he's got pork with Coca-Cola. And I mean, it's wild, man. But let's go. I don't even want to get too much into that. You know, we really shouldn't be surprised. And I'll say I'm surprised, but we shouldn't be surprised because we have the scriptures. This is why the Lord says this. I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offering of your fat beasts. See that? Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vials, but let judgment run down as water and righteousness as a mighty stream. And righteousness is not a mighty stream right now amongst Jake. Okay, but judgment is going to run down as water on Jake very soon. Okay, Isaiah 66:3, hypocrisy rebuked. Okay, he that killeth an ox, ox is a lawful animal, but it says is as if he slew a man, meaning even when Jake did sacrifice a lawful sacrifice, it was as murder in the eyes of the Lord. So even when Jake gets together and eats lawfully to the Lord, or sacrifices quote unquote lawfully, it's still as murder to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. And these are those law-abiding Israelites. But then now watch this. He that sacrifices a lamb, like their Passover, as if he cuts off a dog's neck. See, so even your Passover get-togethers are unclean. He that offereth an oblation. Now let's look what an oblation is. Just give me a minute. He that offereth, where is it? There it is. Oblation. Go down into it. Look, a gift, a tribute, a present, a sacrifice, a meat offering. Okay. So even you offering a meat offering to the Lord is as what? Is as he's offered swine's blood. And that's literally, you literally have done this. You're literally doing this, and it's on camera, you know? It's almost like what Jake is doing is what Esau did in the temple, the abomination that make it desolate, you know? Hey, man, Jake is wicked. Jake is showcasing their wickedness. It says, he that burneth incense as if he blessed an idol. So everything that Jake is doing, even if they're trying to do it by the law, is still unlawful in the eyes of the Lord. Okay. Yea, they have chosen their own ways. These guys, they've chosen their own ways. Okay. When you look these people up, now I wanted to go to his the channel real quick. There it is. All right. They've chosen their own way. I don't know what this new booty is. I don't know why you would title it that, but the diet you eat makes me understand why you operate the way you do, because you're unclean, man. The food you're eating is unclean. All right. They say all praises, okay, but they're eating abominations. It's wild. All right. Oh, it's an ad. See, I shouldn't even click this shit. Excuse me. I shouldn't even clicked on it. Right here. Look, he's got the skull and bones. This is death here, man. Okay. This is death in here. This is nothing but death. All right. Now they're saying the name of the Lord. All right. Let me show you real quick. Go watch the video yourself. Here it is. Go watch the video. What do you think that is right there? That's the meat offering that they're offering to the Lord openly. Okay. They're even doing this in secret. And even on the comments, look, I haven't seen nothing like this being in the truth madness. Now, this is about the wickedest thing I've seen from a Thanksgiving video this year. See that? Look, Isaiah 66:17, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. Right. This has to be a skit. She shouldn't be posting this. So it's inequity. See that? Wickedness causes inequity when it continues. Okay. Wickedness causes inequity when it continues. Let's go back. Yep. It says, yea, they have chosen their own way. So we're at the point right now where Jake has chosen how he's going to interact. Okay. When it comes to serving the Lord. All right. Jake, all these Israelites have chosen what they want to do. I've heard Israelites say, we stopped caring about your rebuke videos years ago. All right. So these guys ain't going to get right. They're not going to repent. Hey, Lord's will, if they're the elect, they will repent. But you can see by the countenance, the path that they're choosing to go, because someone has to live this. All right. It says, yea, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. Yeah, they're delighting in this. When you watch this video, okay, it's happy, they're excited. Okay, you got the children here. That's why the Lord said you offer your children to Molech. You got the children involved. You got a whole squad up in here. And ain't nobody in this said, yo, we shouldn't be eating this pork. No one in here thought that this is wrong. These ain't Israel. Yeah, they're Israelites, but they ain't Israelites of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay. It says, where is it? It says, I also will choose their delusion. So ultimately, they've been set up and duped, and I will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. Right. They're being right now. Hey, you shouldn't be doing this. This is how you should be living, such and such. Right. When I spake, they did not hear. Now we doing our own thing. That's what Jake's doing right now. They're doing their own thing. But they did evil before my eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. See, they're choosing what the Lord don't delight in, and they're sacrificing in what the Lord don't delight in. Proverbs 21:27. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind, right? How much more when he brings it with an evil intent, okay? They're bringing this with whoever's leading this this organization, if you want, this disorganization is evil. So this guy's the head, all right? This guy is evil, man, all right? You're a demon. You're a demon. And you could see it. I could see. Look at your face, bro. You're a demon. And Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get you. Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get these wicked Israelites. But these are the these are the followings that got to get judged with them, man. This is what we've been telling you. This is what we've been telling you, brothers, and you few sisters. Look, this is so-called sister. She said shalom. When you watch this video, she said shalom. And she's cooking up pork that was marinated for 2 days in Coca-Cola, which I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to be a sick joke, but I don't find it funny. Okay. Now let's go into this real quick. I mean, it's crazy. We have to. All right. Let's get Proverbs 3:31, Romans 3:31 real quick. Because you brothers and sisters already know we live by the law to the best of our ability. Romans 3:31, do we then make void the law through faith? The Most High forbid, yea, we establish the law. So let's establish the law real quick. And I want to show you some wisdom in this law, okay? So when you go into, let's see, do I even need to go into their commentary? I don't think so. I didn't see anything that really caught my eye. So I want to share this with you because I found it very edifying. And I do believe that you brothers and few sisters will too. So check this out. Leviticus 11:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed. So first it's describing the feet of what animals are going to be clean to you and the process of what food they eat, and cheweth the cud. Now, if you didn't know what the cud is, I will show you. Okay. A cud, animal that chews cud. Okay. Now the cud is, it says when cud chewing animals eat their food, some of their food is stored in a special pouch within the stomach. So there's a process. All right. The best way I could put it, if I'm not mistaken, would be like that when because the food comes back up while they're eating, so they re-chew it and then swallow it again. But these animals that we're allowed to eat, one thing I noticed is the animals we're allowed to eat that are lawful are herbivores, meaning they eat fresh plant. Like you ever heard grass-fed cattle? Yeah, that's lawful. That's actually biblical. And it's actually better for us. Now, I'm not going to go into all the dynamics. You can look it up yourself, but it obviously makes sense. And then another thing I observed, the animals that are unclean to us are animals that are either carnivores or omnivores, meaning they mainly eat meat, okay, or they eat grains, plants, and meat. So that's not good for us to eat an animal that's eating meat, okay? Because, I don't want to go all into the scientific because I don't want them to mislabel meat. But you brothers get what I'm saying? Remember, there's grass-fed. Okay, so let's go back. It says, cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel. So a camel's divided, right? And it says, it's the camel. Where is it? It says divided the hoof as the camel because he chews the cud. Yeah, so he chews his food. But what else does the camel eat, right? But divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So there's a however the dietary system is set up for such as a camel, you're not going to eat that animal like a cat, okay? Because the things that they eat, what their bodies are set up to fight off certain things that may be in their body, okay? Parasite, you can see what I'm getting at? But watch. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean. Is this talking about the rabbit? Let's see real quick. What's the coney? Just want to see. A badger, right? Okay. So a badger, right? Because these animals eat other things, and what they eat, their body can break down those things that may be ingested with them. But if we eat it, those things could be toxic to us. And it said, here's the rabbit. And it says, and the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean on you. So when you go into these, you'll see the way they're set up. There's things that they can eat that is good for the environment. But if we eat them, it won't be good for us. Look, and the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. So the pig itself, it doesn't break down the food that it's eating, okay? And it doesn't, it's not nutritional, all right? It's not nutritional. When you actually do your research and look up the laws on the animals we can eat, the animals we can eat are actually herbivores, okay? The animals that you see that are lawful, that the Lord allows us to eat, they're actually herbivores, while the pig, okay, is not. Okay, it's an omnivore. All right, I was looking all into this. Just look it up yourself. Okay, you can look this all up yourself. All right, so I was just checking it out, but let me show you this one real quick. It says, why is herbivore meat better than carnivore? So if you look it up, the herbivore, watch this, which is herbs. Let me see, herbivore animals. Look at this. No, it's not the one I wanted. It's funny. There was it was a good list. Animals that are herbivore. Okay, I'll use this. Examples of large herbivore include, look, cows, lawful, elk, lawful, buffalo, lawful. These animals eat grass, tree bark, aquatic vegetation, and scrubby growth. But then when you notice, okay, you go here, what are the benefits of it? It says, since each level of the food chain must eat an increasing mass of level below, it is a concentration of these toxins increase as you go up. As a result, carnivores would have a higher level of okay, compounds than the herbivore would have. So the Lord, when he told us what to eat, he's telling us that for our betterment and health, okay? So when we get in the kingdom, you're going to see why you're not supposed to eat these things. And look at the result, man. Okay? Look at the result. This is what you call a slow belly. This is what Titus had to deal with wicked jakes that were more belly than body. Okay? So I just wanted to touch on even the aspect of why we don't eat it, even though we know not to eat it, but there's a reason why. Okay? And this is how you show your wisdom. What's that? Deuteronomy 6:4. Real quick. So it's edifying for you brothers out there and even you sisters to understand why that's unclean. Okay. Let me see. Or is it 4 and 6? For this is the wisdom in the sight of the nations. Yep. Deuteronomy 4 and 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me. Right, is Moses speaking, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation. So imagine going to camp and proclaiming all this godly wisdom. This is a creepy ass thumbnail too, okay? And there's a spirit with a spirit. there's definitely a spirit when it comes to these thumbnails and how these people look, okay? Finished. This guy's finished. So you're at camp, you going into slavery. Give me that out, Ark. We're the chosen people. Now you saying all this and all this biblical knowledge, and let's say you're talking to someone who's a dietitian, someone in the field, and then it's mentioned about swine, and you telling them you eat it. You're not going to be deemed wise, okay? People in the world understand that isn't healthy. Not shit. I shouldn't even said that. So hopefully they don't come after my videos. Fair use, please. All right, so let's continue. It says, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is wise and understanding people. So when we get in our kingdom and we tell them why they shouldn't eat that, then they're going to say, oh, wow. Oh, I shouldn't be eating cow dung. I shouldn't be eating mice. I shouldn't be eating swine. Now I see why. See? But it's why you got to watch these guys. You got to watch these guys, man. Okay? So you heard it, man. Okay? So I just wanted to do a quick response to the video I just saw, and it's complete madness. You know, when I first saw it, I was mind blown. But then I came back to my senses and had to remember who we're dealing with and the scriptures that we read. This is GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate, Matthews 15 and 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch, right? And that's exactly what we're witnessing take place right now. Okay, Jake is delusional and they are blind and they're openly showing their sin as Sodom. And let me grab that real quick too, because that was on my mind. Isaiah 3 and 9. Okay. Man, this is it's a heavy time we're in. Isaiah 3 and 9. It says, let's start at 8. It says, for Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The shoe of their countenance does witness against them. Exactly. The shoe of their countenance does witness against them. Okay. LA. No, that's just la. No, bro. And there's a majority of Jake is wicked. All right. And if you're tired of hearing it, think how tired the Lord is from seeing it. You know, if you tired of hearing about how wicked Jake is, think about your power for a second and not your selfish ass self. And think how Yahweh Shemel Shai is looking down at this. He said, "There's smoke in my nose." You ever get some smoke in your nose? Jake needs to put themselves on the back burner for a second and think about Yahweh Shemel Shai first. Some bullshit. Jake is wicked. Isaiah 3 and 9, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. That's why these videos are coming out. They're not hiding it. Jake ain't hiding their wickedness. They're openly showcasing it. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So there you go. So don't trip out when that judgment comes. Don't trip out when men start dropping, women start dropping. Okay? Israelite men, women, and children. All right? We're signing. Matter of fact, let me get that Ezekiel 9 and 4, and I'm going to end it off on that. Shit is wicked. But even we went into a little bit of information on why it's unclean, and you see, because you ain't going to be able to keep eating that, man. Ezekiel 9 and 4, and the Lord said unto him, saying to the angel, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. Yep, everybody knows you're Israelite. You Israelite? I'm Israelite. I'm Israelite. Yeah, we Israelite. Team E from Judah. Okay. Going to go through the midst of you and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of. We're crying right now. That's abominable. They're eating abominations and offering it in the name of the Lord. And to the others who were sighing and crying about, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. When you go to this video, look, there's women, aged, old, young, maids, children, all in this video. This is a representation of the uncleanness that the spirit Jake is in right now in the midst of Israel right now. This video is a representation of 2/3 and what they're doing right now. They're calling on the name. They're being wicked. They're doing their own thing. They're offering abominations. They're settled on their lees. You see? All roll into one. It says, slay utterly old Israelites, young Israelites, maids, little children Israelites, and women Israelites. But come not near any Israelite man upon whom is the mark. See? And begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. And this is an ancient man right here. You an elder, right? You King David, right? Okay. Well, judgment is coming. You know, now I'm going to leave it there. You know, I'm just going to leave it there. And Thawadi Yahweh Shemel Shai for giving us this truth. And please don't take this from us. Don't take this spirit from us. Okay. Because at the end of the day, we have to be influenced by a Holy Spirit to remain, righteous in the spirit in the eyes of the Lord. Because, hey, man, the traps and snares and delusions are out here. Be aware. Be aware what you're eating spiritually, physically, okay? Be aware who you're learning from. Be aware, man, because judgment is coming. Judgment is coming upon Jake. Get out of this just rebuking Esau, okay? Yes, we get on Esau. Yes, we tell you prophecy, but we also have to tell you the prophecy and the wickedness of our own people. Isaiah 58, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Shew Israel their transgressions and my people their sins. Jake is sinning right now, man. Stay away from them. Don't pray for them. Don't cry for them. Stay away from them. So, hey, call Yabashim Shai Bashim Kakudash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. Peace, safety, and salutations to the Lord's elect and the Lord's elect alone. And Shalak Mashapatiyam on 2/3 of the wicked Israelites of the Lord's people. With that being said, Shalom.